Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You must be getting tired.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Ruben.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56, Mike 56, right there.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Past the 20. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
2 yards on the pickup.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. You've got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Elliott, toss right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
White. Give me that ball.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Gun. Here's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now that's caught out wide by Cooks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Brandon Cooks. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Washington.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes this Washington 10. Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A first down carry by Elliott. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
on play action. Now Garoppolo.
The 41-yard line.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
55, Mark, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson being chased out left. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson, throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Washington 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes this Washington 27. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Tony Pollard. And he'll bring it back all the way. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First down, Gibson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The This will be caught inside the 10.
Wilson.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Gibson.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes this Washington 34. Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down. Today's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Washington,
the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.